I'm Rob Sarney, and you're listening to What the Heck FinTech, where you'll experience and learn that FinTech is Fin Life. Let's get started. Welcome back to Part 2 with Mark Zheng. If you didn't hear Part 1, please go back and hear about Mark's great background and how and why he started the TopContenders AI Network. Yeah, and I see correlations just from some of the challenges too with AI. There's so much data with DNA or whatever they're trying to gather, because there's a lot of health data. Privacy has to be there because of HIPAA and everything like that. Same thing with fintech, right? There's privacy, it's financial information. There's so much data in both fields, right? In fintech and in health tech. The data is multiplying every single day. And there's so much non-medical data that helps with the medical side, and there's so much non-financial data that helps with the financial side. It seems like there's so many similarity and challenges. It gets me thinking in a different topic, but gets me thinking on opportunities that could happen in the fintech space. And the other one is, because there's so much data and it's so hard to get around, and sometimes AI doesn't work so well with like huge, terabytes and terabytes of data to really do it well. And then that brings in quantum computing, right? Which I think that's going to help in the health and the biosciences field, but also in the fintech. Opportunities left and right, similar. It's almost like they're brother and sister in some cases, and they're both going along this trail together, but in totally different, focuses.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, what you stated, there's a lot of common thread between these two field, and in terms of data size, about handling large set of data set, and data initial gathering. Some need to be structured in a way that is being fully utilized or efficiently utilized. And then there is a regulation angle in terms of finance size, compliance issue, and then healthcare also face a similar issue. So there's a lot of experience between these two industries can share and can learn, and some of the technology can be deployed both in both industry in terms of structure the data, processing the data, and then the point you are talking about quantum computing. Even though right now still have a period of time to go, but there's quite a number of advanced and people are excited about, and financial institution in particular, they're more in terms of financial strength wise, have more foundation to allow them to do a little bit exploration work in quantum computing. Like, for example, build a small pilot study and try to understand how some of the property of quantum computing can really help facilitate the calculation, accuracy, speed, that kind of things. And that is kind of thing happening for some of the company, but I anticipate down the road it's going to happen in a much faster pace. And also I look forward to opportunity try to bring more speaker in that space, come to share what they learn, and to have a deeper conversation on that space is always a wonderful thing.
It is. Oh yeah. Now, one thing that's foundational that I've heard you talk about before, the MCLC approach. It's kind of the base of almost everything you just talked about. Explain that to our audience, because I love it, because it fits perfectly into my, the way I see life too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's some experience that I sum up in a 4-letter. Because for the last 2 years, one of the effort I try pretty hard on is basically building up an ecosystem, try to connect people working in the AI space in Boston area, and to get that go going, one of the activity I did a lot is attend a lot of event, connect with people, and I kind of observe the process and subsequent using 4 simple letters to summarize what I did through that kind of event or attending. So the first one, M, is stand for meeting people. Of course, you go to event, you meet a lot of different people, right? So you meet people. And the second thing is called C, which is connect. In my case, I use a lot of LinkedIn connection. So you basically get the scan call and allow people to scan your call to connect. And the third letter is L, which is learning. So after we meet people, we connect, and then we start sharing story, sharing about what we are interested in and what kind of work we are doing. So that's learning. And the last letter, C, stands for collaboration, MCLC. And collaboration stems from the fact after you meet people, after you connect, after you kind of learn each other's story, you plant the seed for future potential collaboration. So that's where the C comes from. So that's what I follow, like MCLC.
No, that's great. Yeah, I think it fits perfectly to everything you're trying to do and doing and getting people, to collaborate and learn. And
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm gonna change this up a little bit, right? I'm gonna talk a little
Sure.
bit about the AI side. So,
Sure.
what are you seeing across all fields? What are our big challenges with AI? I mean, you hear about a lot of stuff, and you hear about agentic AI, and our crowd and this audience might or might not know about agentic AI. What do you think are the things that we need to really be focused on in AI to help it grow, and so have better adoption and safe adoption? What do you think we should be doing across? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So that's a pretty big topic. But from my standpoint, let me just briefly share a couple things in my mind about some of the challenge in terms of AI and some of the potential opportunity that as I see. So from the challenge side, I think like AI right now moving from a conversation which happened like 1 and 2 years ago when I attend those meetings, what people try to ask is what is this AI things people talking about? What is exactly happening using this AI? And now if you attend a lot of events, it's about how do you implement AI? So that's a different kind of challenge, is that you're looking at the business process and you try to using what you know about AI and try to using that kind of technology, try to see how you can adopt it. So there's a different kind of conversation happening. And on that kind of topic, you can see there's a number of challenges depending on different industry. For example, some of the industry, when they adapt this kind of technology, they will face an issue of need to really harvest a lot of data that previous collect. Some is in a digital format, some is not. So they need to really kind of try to work out a workflow to have a data pipeline so that they can really utilize the AI to help them to do some innovative things. So that's it for some industry. Only other industry, for example, let's say healthcare provider, when they're using AI, they need to be certain the model they're using is not biased. For example, when they run some kind of clinical trial, the model they rely upon need to be less biases to the population they try to serve. Because historically, some of the data, some population might have more data collected than the other. For example, across different race, across different gender. So you have certain biases being built into those kind of model. Then the things, how can you, knowing that there's this kind of biases exists, how do you take care of that kind of issue? And those are the challenge as well for some of the industry more prominently. And regarding just one thing I mentioned about opportunities around this kind of challenge, of course, it creates opportunity for people in that field try to come up with a solution to address those challenges, build a efficient data pipeline, and be able to help a lot of different industry. Then it will get adopted by many industry, and that would be a great opportunity. And if you could basically using the AI such that it had more observability, knowing the outcome, what kind of biases, and be able to take care in certain fashion, then that will be an opportunity too. When you try to provide a solution to those industry companies that particularly concerned with that kind of aspect. So those are, and the topic, another thing you talked about is agentic AI, which is a big thing, right? In 2025, at the beginning, people talk about a lot of agentic AI, and it's still evolving story. But the thing when we think about agentic AI, it does create a lot of promise for future, because it allow computer system to make decisions on our behalf and be able to using some of the programming tool available to those computer systems, and be able to carry out a sequence of events, making like informed and hopefully is a right decision on behalf of human, so that it make the process much faster than a human potential can do. And of course, that comes into the challenge too, is that how can you make sure the outcome, the decision you make is actually meet our need, and so it's not going to be fully autonomous. It's going to be subject to human in the loop kind of inspection, and we probably can need to set certain boundary too, like what kind of situation we definitely will stop the agent to carry forward they will try to attempt to do, for example. So there certain boundary we need to be set. But overall, I think this will be a field that's going to carry a lot of promise too.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that it was a new term to me, January of 2025. So I was like, all of a sudden, I couldn't get away from it. Every place I went, I kept hearing it. And the thing that and I'd like to hear your take on this. It seems like it's this common sense in many cases, because what do you do in life? In life, I'm going to use my personal finances as an example. So if to figure out my personal finances, I have to look at my health data. We kind of talked about that a little bit, right? So you might have an expert agent you talk to, your doctor, about your and then you have to look at your family tree, like hereditary wise. So that's another piece of data that's just unique to my family tree. What do I want to do when I retire? Where do I want to live? I might talk to a few different experts. Might want to talk to a real estate person. Where should I buy to get the best bang for my buck once I retire? If I already have children that went through school, but for young adults, for young parents, I should say, where's the best place for my children to go? We get another expert to talk to. You got career counseling to talk to. You might talk to someone who to get better loans or scholarships, and you might have a fintech app that helps you with that. So there's all these different pieces in your life. My wealth management, my retirement, my tax person, all these experts. I got to pull that together, but I got to go talk to all these people, then pull it together and say, does that make sense? And I might have to do another loop, because I really should be doing annuities and look at the economy. Another expert, the economy expert, right?
That's right.
And then I might have to do another loop and go, that changes my tax situation. So it's very iterative too. and I'm my own agent doing it. But imagine you have agents that do all that for you and comes back and says, go back out to talk to the tax agent and come back and say how many iterations it is to come up with the right model that I should plan based on the information about me right now. So it's
Yeah,
what you have to do in life.
I think, you illustrate really well about some of the potential use case for this agentic AI, and I love the example you relate to, like your own situation. So basically, it's an idea of yourself have a digital twin kind of situation, collect all these different aspects of information that you authorize it to collect, and have a depository that represent yourself, and then be able to authorize the agent on your behalf to interact with a different party to convey what you try to do and what you try to understand, and then basically come back to you to get a certain approval, authorization, of course, and also can have some kind of agent be able to connect all these different agents in a more comprehensive way, kind of understand different agents, the information they collect, the decision that thing might make sense, and there's a coordinator in a sense sit between you and other agent too, kind of report summarizing. It's just a whole different world we're going to live in at some point.
Right. It's endless. That's what life's. It's like we do in life right now. So that's what I love about agentic AI. Once it took me a while to understand it, and I watched a lot of videos and talked to a lot of people and went to your events and heard more people talk about it, so I can understand. And that's my simple human side of piecing it together.
Yeah, so, that actually illustrates quite well. Thank you.
Thanks. I like that. So Mark, okay, I'm going to pivot a little bit here.
Sure.
You do so many events. What should the audience be focused on? What events are coming up? We got a big September coming up, right? We got AI week. We have blockchain week. It's called blockchain and AI, right? We have fintech week, and we have startup week, right? I mean, I didn't say it in the right order, but that's all in September, right? And we'll be at events together on that.
It seems that, it seems that after summer, like people take time off, relax a little bit, and when come September, they kind of fully charge up all these different events. So it's going to be exciting, like fall light up programming, and we together, like you probably can also share, is we together working on this startup event that really help try to put together students from different schools to form a team and working on this topic together with Shirley and Ken and also Dimitri together for this like a cross-campus startup weekend. I really look forward to it. And students, if you listen to this podcast, later on you should just sign up for this event. It's going to be exciting. At the beautiful campus of Suffolk University downtown there. So that will be huge. And then I also will have another event, October 2nd, will focus on AI in healthcare, drug discovery, innovation, and hopefully that will be a great event as well. And in between, of course, this FinTech Week, I also participate in some fashion. I think I'm going to participate in one of the networking events and talk to some students too. And I look forward to engage in blockchain week too. Blockchain right now has become so huge too. So I am in the process working with people, try to also bring some people to talk about stable coin and get ready for the blockchain week.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yes.
So Mark, an idea just popped in my head. I'm going to throw it out to you for Top Contenders. I don't know if you're going to want to do it, but sure. I love to cruise and I love my Disney. Imagine let's put those two not together yet, but you should have an AI Top Contenders sponsored cruise out of Royal Caribbean. right?
That would be huge.
Imagine that. It's all events all week, and you're partying and you're dancing, and it's all AI and everyone's
And
learning.
Yeah, that would be huge.
I might have given you a little bit of Top Contenders gold right there. And that now, and also near and dear to my heart, I'm a Disney freak. Imagine having there's so much science going on in Disney with Imagineering. Imagine having an AI. They're using a lot of great tech down there, right? An AI Disney, 3-4 day in the parks, and
that would be huge. That would be huge.
Connections. Yeah. Oh, I would be there in a heartbeat. I bet there's a million Disney freaks like me that would say, "Sign me up. I'm ready." Another Top Contenders gold I just gave you.
We should work together on making it a reality.
When I'm down there at the end of September, I will. I'll pitch it to Mickey. We'll see what Mickey says.
Excellent. I love the idea. Ask them for some discount, like a group discount for us, and then we try to get some company excited about the idea. That would be huge.
Yeah, Disney is not that good with the discounts. I think their prices just keep going up, but the magic is always going up with it too. So I know. I love it.
Yeah.
So Mark, I want to thank you so much. What a great conversation, bringing this viewpoint of AI and what Top Contenders is doing. Get the word out. So, because what you're doing is unbelievable. You're collaborating with big institutions, Microsoft, Fidelity, and so many others, and academia. You're always pulling together across multiple schools to get those dialogues, and I love it. So you're doing such unbelievable work. So people on this podcast, connect in with Mark. And what's the best way for people to meet you, talk to you? Is it LinkedIn? Is it something else? What do you recommend?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here again. And actually, some of the things you're talking about, I also learned from you too at the time when I was working for Fidelity. I know when you organize a meeting, you always so energetic and engage people. And I love the style you have. And that's some of the trait I also pick up. So thank you for that too.
You're welcome.
On the connection point, basically, is I pretty much kind of big on LinkedIn. I share stuff in LinkedIn. So connect with me, please, at Mark Zheng. You search Mark Zheng, and then you will find me. And it will be quite an honor to be able to connect with people working in this space, and love to have conversation.
That's great, Mark. Yeah, just keep paying it forward. I love it.
Yep.
So again, once again, Mark, thank you so much, and we'll be collaborating deeply in September. So
great! Awesome. It's such a huge honor. Thank you.
Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks for coming to the podcast. Okay, bye now. Thank you for listening to What the Heck FinTech. Make sure you tune into our next episode as we continue to interview FinTech leaders and share real-world stories from across the FinTech ecosystem, so you can fully understand that FinTech is Fin Life.